let's dive right into this tactical mission briefing. Welcome to what I like to call the John Wick of Cambridge examinations. Why John Wick? Because when Paper 2 of the Cambridge Computer Science 9618 syllabus pushes you out of your comfort zone, you don't just sit there and panic. You push back. And you do it with absolute precision, with perfect answers. Today, we are mastering the ultimate survival skill in this syllabus, implementing pseudocode from structured English design. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the boogeyman that haunts students' nightmares. But by the end of this explainer, you're going to be the one holding the pencil like a weapon. I want you to picture two very different types of students sitting in that exam hall. First, we have Alex. Alex is a classic case of the flawed approach. Faced with a complex algorithmic problem, Alex panics, completely ignores the command words in the question, and just overloads the page with raw, disconnected computer science facts. There's zero analysis happening there, it's just a desperate brain dump. Then, on the other side of the room, we have Sam. Now, Sam actually knows the material, but Sam rushes. Sam skips past the command word requirements, totally misses the specific context of the scenario, and ends up leaving massive method marks just sitting on the table. Both of them are going to walk out of that exam hall feeling pretty confident, and both of them are going to be absolutely shocked on results day. Today, we are going to deconstruct exactly why they fail, and how you are going to systematically guarantee those marks instead.
What's really fascinating here is the sheer undeniable weight of this specific topic. We are looking at a massive 15% slice of your total Paper 2 marks dedicated entirely to implementing pseudocode from structured English design. You guys, this isn't just some minor subtopic you can casually skim over the night before the exam. This is a high-stakes battle you absolutely cannot afford to lose. Think about it. 15% is literally the entire gap between a B grade and an A-star grade. It is the defining margin of excellence. The examiners intentionally weight this section so heavily because it stress tests true computational thinking, not just rote memorization. You can't just memorize pseudocode syntax and expect to pass. You have to translate raw, messy logic into perfect structure. All right, let's quickly review our mission objectives for today. We'll start by tackling the 15% mission, then unlock the procedural framework, figure out how to be dodging the examiner's traps, move on to evaluating algorithm efficiency, and finally, synthesize the ultimate top score strategy.
Section 1. The 15% mission.
We need to begin with the core threat and the basic loadout you require to conquer this 15% mission. To win this game, you have to fundamentally understand how the examiners are assessing you. The Cambridge board isn't just looking to see if you can write a basic for loop. They are actively stress testing your brain's ability to take unstructured, real-world English and engineer it into flawless, systematic pseudocode. To beat the system, you need to engage three distinct cognitive domains: knowledge and understanding, application, and analysis. The assessment framework prioritizes analytical depth over superficial breadth. This means Alex's strategy, dumping 100 random facts onto the page, only satisfies that very first bullet point. Knowledge gets you the base mark, sure, but application and analysis, that is where the A-star is forged. You absolutely have to decode the command words. If the question specifically says evaluate, and you just state a fact, you are getting 0 for the analysis domain. It's that simple.
Section 2. The procedural framework. And hey, before we continue, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams.